and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading is for the month of December 2025 for the Earth sign Virgo. Virgo, I hope that you are doing well. So today we're going to be doing the 10 card Celtic cross spread. I'm using the Star Spinner Tarot deck for our spread. Just a reminder, these messages are general in nature, so they may or may not resonate. If you do enjoy the reading, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be notified whenever I do post new content. And if you're looking for more frequent content, different type of content, shorter content, you can also follow me over on TikTok. I'm at Changing Phases Tarot on TikTok. There I do post the daily, weekly, just different shorter types of videos. So follow me there as well. All right, so let's get going. You begin with Major Arcana number 6, the Lovers. So Lovers sitting center stage, crossed by the 7 of Wands. In the deep past, you have the High Priestess, number 2 of the Major Arcana. In the recent past, you have the Ace of Wands. Move this over. Crowning your reading, you have the 4 of Cups, 4 of Chalices. In the near future, you have the 5 of Chalices, or 5 of Cups. We move from the 4 to the 5. You appear as the Hanged Man, Major Arcana number 12. In your environment surrounding you, you have the Queen of Coins. Hopes and Fears, you have Major Arcana, the World. This is number 21 of the Major Arcana. And as you head out into the new year, wow, you have the 2 of Cups. This is the minor arcana version of the Lovers. So you have, and interesting because this has come up for another sign, you have the minor arcana and major arcana version of the Lovers card. So soulmate energy is kind of center stage here for the month of December. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Coins. So brand new beginnings. For some of you, this could be a new job offer coming in, a new way for you to make money. For others, this could be a lump sum of money coming in. For others, if this is to do with a relationship, this is, the beginning phases of the relationship, and it's definitely one that has growth potential, staying power, right? With the Suit of Coins, aces in general, aces are blessings from the universe. They're a yes card. So if there has been an answer that you've been waiting for, you're waiting for this job offer or waiting for an answer about something to do with money, this is the green light from the universe. But yeah, there could be, if it's to do with a relationship, then typically it represents that, the relationship has staying power, right? It's not just going to be a short-lived, sort of affair or fling. There's growth potential surrounding it. Interesting. Okay, so looking over the spread as a whole, the Lovers sitting center stage here, crossed by the 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands is a card of standing your ground, right? Of you needing to defend yourself, defend your point of view. The Suit of Wands, it has to do with the work that we do. It's creative projects and endeavors. And then it's our own passion, drive, determination for those things that we do in life. So, as far as like, if this is to do with a relationship, a love connection, this could be, it could be somebody who is maybe very different than your typical type. It could be even, you getting into a relationship with the type of relationship that maybe your family doesn't approve of or friends don't approve of. And so you're kind of having to defend yourself, your point of view, the relationship. But, you're doing it quite well here with this 7 of Wands. So I think that there's going to be no issues with you defending yourself. We have in the deep past, and for many of you, you've already experienced this energy. For others, depending on when you hear the video, hear the reading, you might be going through this. But, the High Priestess is a very spiritual, very intuitive energy. So when the High Priestess shows up in the reading, you're just guided to really pay attention to the signs, synchronicities, repeating numbers during the daytime, messages coming through at nighttime in your dreams. Keeping a dream journal might be a good idea. But it's, very intuitive energy. The Ace of Wands showing up, so you have two aces in your spread. Yeah, for some, with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Coins, there could be a new job offer coming in. And if, again, if it is to do with the career or the work that you do, the money you earn, then it's, it's a type of new beginning that is going to, you might stay at this job for quite a long time. Or if this is, again, a relationship, like it's exciting, it brings, there's great passion in the beginning, but it's not just going to fizzle out. So there's staying power attached to whatever this is. But yeah, this Ace of Wands, it could be that job offer coming in here. So you're receiving the news with it sitting in the recent past. That could, you could have already received this. Again, for others, it might still be coming in as you begin the month. But, crowning your reading, there's something that, with it being the Four of Chalices, it's just been, you're very bored with, right? And you move from the 4 to the 5, which, the 4 it's oftentimes referred to sort of this apathetic energy. So it's a card of apathy, of boredom. Could be you just being bored in your current job, just, wanting to change, wanting to move into something different, wanting to, move into a higher paying position, or one that is more in alignment with what you want for yourself, in the now and in the future. And it progresses to the 5 of Cups, but the 5 of Cups, usually in the traditional tarot, there's 3 cups and they've spilled out. And the person is, kind of crying over spilled milk, crying over what hasn't worked out, the disappointments from the past, what they no longer have. And they're so fixated on that they are missing out on the 2 of Cups, right? Which is right here, this Holy Grail. I'm sorry, the Lover's card. They're possibly missing out on the 2 of Cups that are still standing there. So the opportunities that they still have, this love connection that is still there. So there's, there's the kind of the advice of not to kind of move out of this apathy, this boredom, this focus on what hasn't worked out, especially if, to do with relationships from the past. Like, don't focus on all of the things that have not worked out in previous relationships, right? Don't bring that into the present. It looks like there could be this period of waiting, delays, possibly, right? With the Hangman showing up you showing up here with the Hangman. The Hangman is also about gaining a new perspective on a situation. So it could be, you might need to see something from a different vantage point, look at something from a different point of view this month. Because obviously if he were right way up, he would not be able to view the situation the same way that he is able to by being in this position. So it's kind of an uncomfortable position to be in, but it's necessary nonetheless. If there is any type of delay relating to either a new relationship coming in, whatever this new opportunity is, just know that there's divine timing and orchestration at play. So, there's a reason for it. It doesn't mean it's not going to happen. There's just might be a brief delay. And you do have this Queen of Coins in your surrounding environment. Could be you taking on the energy of this Queen of Coins. You're just showing up, right, in your own energy. Obviously you are an earth sign, could be dealing with another earth sign individual. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, could be an older, more mature, like mother figure, your own mother of your children. If it's not a person, the energy of the Queen of Coins is that of resourcefulness. She's very loving, kind of the earth mother. She's good at taking care of her family, of the home. And she also, she is good at making money, holding on to money, but she's resourceful. So when or if things are ever a little bit difficult, she is able to kind of make her way through it and does it kind of with ease, at least makes it look easy. The hopes and fears here with the World card, there's a significant ending. And interesting on this card, you can see that she is just sort of sitting on top of the world, right? So I feel that you are, by the end of the month, the month and end of the year, consequently, 2025, you're going to be feeling that, or what you're hoping for is that you are going to be feeling on top of the world, like you are, ready to begin this new cycle. So starting up a brand new job, starting up a brand new relationship, you're ready to take that leap of faith. You're ready, because after the world goes back around to the Fool card, and it's about having, taking that risk, taking that leap of faith, right? Just jumping off the cliff and trusting that the universe has your back. So you're hoping for this new beginning here with the World card coming in. And like I said, with this Two of Cups, Two of Chalices, beautiful soulmate connection. So could be, romantic, could be like in the form of a work colleague, in the workplace, a friend. But there's definitely potential for love. There's potential for a new job offer coming in here, a new way for you to make money. Might be minor delays, but needing to kind of see the positive in the situation, in the delay, understanding that it's for a reason that it's happening, needing to remain positive, right? Focus on the positive and not on what has not worked out. But yeah, looks like an amazing month for you. So I do hope that the messages have helped, Virgo. Again, if you enjoyed the reading, please do give the video a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate that. And just know that I'm sending you all much peace, love, and light for a wonderful month of December. Bye for now.